Okay, so hello, my name is Luis Salazar and I'll be solving this problem. Okay, so it says students must approximate the area under the curve of the function f of x is equal to x cubed minus 5x plus 8 on the interval 0 to using left Riemann sums and 4 subintervals. So what we're going to do first is look at the interval. So it says 0 to 2. So we're going to be looking at the graph between x is 0 and x is 2. This is what we're going to calculate, the area under the curve. So, okay, so this is 0. This right here is 2. In between this is 1. And in between 0 and 1 is 1/2. And in between 1 and 3 is 3/2. So now what we have to do is draw the boxes, and we have to look at the subintervals, and that's 4. So we're going to have, and we're using left Riemann sum, so the top left point of the rectangle is going to be touching the actual graph. So it would look like this. Oh, that was really bad. Okay, that's better. So here, this point all the way in the left is touching the actual graph. So that's what it means by left Riemann sum. If it was right Riemann sums, it would be down here where it can touch the graph, but that's not what the question's asking for. And if it was midpoint, it would be like right here where the graph is like in the middle of the top line. But we're looking for we're using left Riemann sums. So this next one would look like this. This left point is touching the graph. The next one would look like this. This touching the graph or the function. The next one would go somewhat like this. The boxes don't look that good, but this is essentially what it's going to look like. Okay, so now we have to find the area. So basically the area is f of x times delta x. Ooh. Times delta x. So how do you find delta x? So to find delta x, you want to look at your interval. So it's 0 and 2. So you do 2 minus 0 over how many subintervals you have. So here is just 4. So this is just 2/4, which is essentially just 1/2. So that's our delta x. So to get this f of x part, essentially what you have to use is the left points. So here we have to use this. So this would be what, 0. So you would use 0 for your f of x. You would use 1/2. You would use 1. And you would also use 3/2. You don't use 2 because it is not touching the graph, and it's not left Riemann sums. It doesn't like work. If it was right, 2 would work and 0 would not. So you have to use the left, like whatever the left side, what x is on the left side, that's what you're going to use. Well, that's what you're going to plug in for x. So we have f, first one is 0, times our delta x, which is just 1/2. So if you plug this into the calculator, so what is it? X cubed minus 5x plus 8. That gives us 8, and then we're going to be multiplying it by 1/2, giving us 4 units. And it's squared because it's like the area. And then do our next one, which is 1/2 times 1/2. So you get the original equation, times that by 1/2. And it gives us 45 over 16 units squared. Okay, so our next one, F 1 times 1/2. You just plug in 1 to the original equation. Times that by 1/2. That gives us 2. And then our last one, which is 3 over 2. Then you times that by 1/2. Oh. And you get 31 over 16. So now you have your 4 areas, so we're going to add them together now. So that's 4 plus 45 over 16 plus 2 plus 31 over 16. So adding them all together gives you 10.75 or 43 over 4 units squared. So these are our answers right here. Yeah.